Alright, we're live. My CPU is maintaining a safe temperature. Awesome. We are live, and audio is working. Good. This shouldn't save in the VOD. I hope that everything goes well, because this is new PC live stream. New PC, but hey, we're back, baby. Got all the old possum not PNG tube stuff, you know. We're back anyway. I should probably at everyone that I'm going live, since that's a thing that I need to do as a responsible streamer. That is the stream manager. That is not what I need to do. Gosh, let everyone in, just be like, here's how to manage my stream. That would be such a bad idea. I don't think anyone could get in. But could you imagine? Ah, come on. Decided to go with a new idea today. I thought, why not, go through, do a process of make a new story. And I've been running a Cyberpunk campaign, and I have basically the story for it, but making a Cyberpunk one-shot today will be chilling a while. Gosh. Copy. Enter. And we'll post that to a few other servers, which I should have done earlier, but you know what? Nah, we're here. Let's see. Ain't got too many things to share on, but hey. Streaming's a weird gig. Gunship. Have I saved? Yeah, okay, I do know this artist. I saved this album, like, what's it? This week. Gunship. I think the album is Unicorn. Yeah. That means Taste Like Venom is the song I'm thinking is. Alrighty. Well, today's definitely gonna be a different one, so Cyberpunk. That's a way to start this. Let me turn this down a little bit. So, making a RPG thing is a little bit difficult because, you gotta make a story, you gotta make it involved, you kinda gotta give your players something to be involved with from the start, or even make it really engaging at the very start, and I won't lie, I'm struggling with that in my campaign, because we tried to make this a slow burn, and I'm trying to give them that thing still. And I'm going to, not allow that mistake to continue with this new story. I should be pointing over here at the camera. Everything's backwards. But I will need to download one extra thing, because if we're going to do all of it, like, if we're going to start from the, like, if we're going to build an entire one-shot, we're going to build an entire one-shot. Alright, y'all can't see my keyboard. Good. Unknown email address. Alright. Username. So, I almost forgot another thing about... Oh, I don't have the... I really should have done this a while ago. Anyway. So. There's plenty of different guides of how to do, like, a story. And first you gotta, like, write a hook, and then you gotta, alternate, like, calm story sequences versus action sequences. And those action sequences can be definitely story involved. As a matter of fact, they can be as much, if not more, involved than the previous story beat of, like, a calm moment. And I think I'm going to have to figure out how to make more difficult and yet faster combat, because Cyberpunk, you need a lot of speed. It's very different than D&D. I'm finding out, I'm playing with a bunch of D&D players, we're running Cyberpunk. It's rough. So, I've been trying to figure out how do you write fast. And, my one-shots? Perfect. Let me actually tell you about my first one I've run. It's a story in which, a group goes, and I can continue to quiet this down. I can't tell if it's loud in anyone else's ears, but it's loud in mine. Alright. Y'all can hear it a little bit more than I can. I couldn't hear myself think. Anyway, first one I ran was one where the group that you were playing with already knew each other, did a mission together. That mission you stole the right thing, but it was something that you weren't expecting it to be, and because you didn't know what to do with it immediately, you had to go into hiding. Your fixer was like, here's an apartment, supposedly abandoned building, here's the keys because it's not actually abandoned, stay there, lay low. Like 2 weeks later, it's like, hey, my partner has been kidnapped. And I know exactly who, because they sent me an email saying, give us what we want. And it's Militech, but said fixer finds that they're running an operation out of a undercover, like, arms loading facility over top of, not under, over top of a normal office building. Sounds wild, but, you know, it's Night City. I do what I want. I'm the GM. Gosh, they say GM in the book. I say DM, but, you know, saying slide it into your DMs sounds a bit different when you say it like that. But anywho, they could either siege the building, run in the front door and say, let's go get the guy, or you can sneak in from the top of the building, take out the guards, and net run from there, operate the turrets. The boss is on the 3rd level. Office buildings are on the 2nd, so if you want civilian casualties or to take out the security captain, that's where you go. But if they don't know where they're going and they don't ask enough questions, and they just wind up on the 2nd floor and screw themselves, that's 100% an option. So I don't need to leave that there. But if they get to the 3rd floor, they'll find that their person, this super incompetent in combat boss, being guarded with his metal shutter doors in his office building, and how you handle it. You could diplomacy your way into the building, you could storm your way into the building, sneak your way into the building. Either way, you want to get this guy out. Um, the hook is, here's the problem. Goes into a calm beat of, there's a way out of your problem. The action is, get into the building. Then is what comes afterwards. It's a very, like, 1, 2, 3 kind of step build. But, what comes next, is you find out, like, who's actually the problem, and, there's a twist at the end, and I'm not gonna spoil everything, because truth be told, running it again would be fantastic, and people being like, oh, I already saw that, he said it online. No, I ain't gonna say shit. I'm kidding, I've said most of the game, but eventually, using detective work through, like, talking with people, or finding the right info, you can achieve a better ending, because there is a bad ending to this one-shot. Man, I don't... is it a bad ending? I don't know. So, my second one. My second one was great, because I wouldn't... I would consider it a bad ending, but they were vibing with it. They were supposed to steal a piece of tech from a Arasaka transport. They did. They stole it, installed it, mid-install. Arasaka came up and were like, keep installing or die. And and it's like, well, I mean, we could just work for you, and so you don't have to continue watching us. And the whole crew started working for Arasaka at the end, and that was the session. And it was like, okay. I just got a bunch of guys to just work for Arasaka. It was wild. It was like most evil corporation. What do? Work for them. It was like, yeah, guys. I mean, the opportunistic mindset there, plus the, screw it, we're killing people anyway, is also, like, so good. But, like, I was not expecting it. Could have been like a, install it faster, or we will, like, and we'll try to fight our way out of this. No, they were like, let's strike a deal. We'll work for you. It was like, okay! What? Oh, it was so good. That was one of my more simple ones. Just, it was like, Fixer's like, hey, get your guys. I got a job of blowing up a car and stealing their cyberware. And, they ram a 2012 Hyundai Sanada into a Arasaka car, blew it up, stole the chrome, and instead of bringing it to a drop point, installed it. It was a very much more run-of-the-mill start, and they ran with it. Oh, I fucking love this song. For people watching the VOD, it is Gunship. The song is Taste Like Venom. Good song. Anyway, so the hook is, I have a job and it's screwing over Arasaka. Most people want to do that. They had a moment of pre-planning before the truck came through New Westbrook into the city center, before it reached its destination. Then the action happened of blow it up, take the stuff, kill the guards, because that's what you do. And then the story beat afterwards, and the resolution. And I've been realizing that with my campaign, it's like, if you just... if it's more freeform, it's harder to have those story beats, and it's harder to draw in people with stuff, especially if their characters don't care about the world because they're so depressed and broken that, like, oh my gosh. They aren't punks, I'll tell you that. Well, one of them is, but they're a very situationally violent, not very. They don't have the attitude. They've got the heart, they don't got the attitude for it. Man, but yeah, that my group is very different, that's for certain. But if we were to put together a new one, there's a lot of different things I could do. Let me. Yes, I want to set up this app. Yes. Program files. Thank you. Let me make a new file real quick in my program files so I can folder. There we go. Installing my map maker because that is a very big part of one-shot making, because you could take something simple. With campaigns, you can make a lot more simple things and just describe it. With one-shots, they're very much more like, you're only playing this for a few hours. You're gonna go ham. I might have messed something up. There's a lot of things that I've had to set up today and very quickly before the stream started, and now things continue to be weird. Anyway, I might not make the map today if things aren't working out, but there we go. So, I was thinking that if I wanted to make a new one-shot, of course, Anti-Corp is fantastic, but sometimes not everyone has a thing for burning the corpse. There's just a lot of things in this universe that it's like, oh, I want that back. Like, I remember one of the 2077 missions is, hey, there's a guy that got his eye well, not stolen. He lost his eye in a gamble, and he wants to pay to get it back. So go steal it for me. For him. And it's like, okay, sure. And it's like, alright, it's a crazy situation, but it's gang related. And it's like, you can do that. You're a merc. Go steal it. I could probably make this a lot smaller. Ah, it's smaller. Come on. Cool. Alright, my launcher is now smaller. Good. Now, with anything, with any story, there's got to be a problem. So, no matter who the target of said story is, there has to be a problem with said target. So let's say this is going to be a gang-related one shot. I've been pitting the Tiger Claws against 6th Street in my campaign. Let's do something a little different. I think a really interesting one would be a mystery client, or a client who has paid to keep their identity secret, has offered to deliver a package or bomb or whatever to a 6th Street storehouse. And obviously it's going to be like a bomb or something like that. I'd say have it look like it's a drug package, but it actually be like a toxic smoke with confetti, because I'm thinking that the secret client was actually the Bozos, which are a clown gang that makes pranks and whatnot. And, of course, like, they could do it themselves. But, even more so, they just want funny shit to happen. So they pay to have someone do it, and they sneak around with cameras waiting like a prank reaction to watch these people die. How that would play out, I'm not 100% certain. But there's a few ways that it could play out. One, your players are just like, screw it, let's look inside the package. And by using, like, I don't know, security tech or basic tech, a high basic tech or a lower security tech, they could be like, oh, this package is rigged. And they, like, get past the security and they're like, there's no drugs, it's only toxins, and it will explode when opened. And what they could do is they either go through with it knowing that they're going to kill whoever they're delivering it to. They could warn the people that I need to deliver this, but don't open it because of this. Or they could take a pay cut and be like, or they could just pay their fixer and be like, no, we're gonna be such good people in Night City that we're gonna find the person that sent this. Because, I don't know, bunch of edge runners turned into cops all of a sudden. I don't know. What if one was a cop? That would actually be really fucking funny. Just like, listen, we're not supposed to be dealing drugs. Oh, you know, you're just a worry wart. Opens things, it's not drugs. And it's a bomb? We need to find both of these people. Gosh, imagine a cop being part of an edge runner crew. That would be something. It could work. Kind of a rogue cop. But oh man, how people would play that, I can only imagine. Uh, could you, the just inner turmoil of this cop. Like, one, my job says don't drugs. Secondly, my job probably doesn't like it that there are people shipping explosive toxins. What do I do? So, with many different classes, there would be different dilemmas to deal with. And I think that's great. because that introduces more problems. Problems in which the characters will want to fix, solve, live with, deal with in whatever crazy way that they do. Which, at some point, you will have to improvise. No matter how much you plan, it's a lot of this game's improvisation. Sometimes it's improv to trail them to a spot, like, oh, we're just not, like, we're gonna find the people instead of going and delivering. It's like, well, they're at the place. So it's like, you already planned that out. And to improv, that would be like, well, they're here. You don't have to make a new map, you just gotta change the scenario now. Let me check my launcher. It's still downloading the launcher patcher zip. Fantastic. Might not make a map today. Well, we probably will, but, you know, I'm gonna stop fretting about it. Let's talk about the story. And also let me bring up my fancy app. I'm probably also going to leave space to see chat, so you all will see yourself chatting. Voila. So this is my mind mapping app. Don't worry about it. Let's go with Bozo Blast Party. Because I think that's a fantastic name for such a messed up thing. Next, and then Rainbow Palette, because I'm gonna be customizing mine anyway. Finish. Alrighty. So we're gonna just delete everything and start with a new node. Let's think. The Bozos. 6th Street. I don't know why it's colored like that, but you know what? Oh well. Fine by me. Map theme? Ah. Oh, trance dark is probably what I do. Yeah, there we go. Don't mind me. So in this, it's like notes, but you can put notes anywhere instead of in lines. So let's figure this out. The bozos want to pull a prank on the 6th Street. So they go to the fixer, who gives the players a bomb. And then the players can either figure out that there is a bomb or just deliver it. And with that, depending on how things go, gosh, imagine just like they piss him off enough to have like piss off 6th Street enough that they just take the package and open it right there and poison all of them, including the players, and then the bozos swoop in for a fight. 6th Street would be a bit less inclined to shoot you, but like they don't think they'd be happy. Let's put a story beat, the bomb. The bozos made the package with a powerful toxin. Made the package filled the package with a powerful toxin and rigged it to explode when opened for the best prank ever. Let's recolor that one. I think we're going to go with orange for direct story, yellow for things that they can figure out. We are streaming. My screen, yes. Good. Good. So. Let's just write this as the hook. Color orange. Text. To I was unaware that you could move text. That is new to me. Hold on while I figure all this out. That was not what I was intending to do. I do things better when I change how I write things. Hold on a minute. Delete. New node. The job. Color. Orange. The players receive a call about a package delivery to a dangerous client. The 6th Street Gang. The client is willing to pay $800 each and should how would we say this? And things should go peacefully. Actually, 800's a bit much, especially for a package delivery. 500's for a normal, like, long day's job. Let's just say 350 each. For just, hey, give this package. Normally I'd say 200, but like, they're also paying to keep their name private. Now, this seems disjointed, but give me 1 second. Connect. Connect. Why are the lines dark? I cannot see. Edit. Line color. Red. Set as default. Why is it throwing me over there? Come on. Let's see. I like these lines. They're just fun. And, there. Apply. Set as default. Done. Delete. Connect. Bam. This can definitely be moved around a bit. Alright. Here's something. New node. What package? That's not how you spell package. I don't... Oh, man. Hey Google, how do you spell package? That's how you spell it. Hey Google, why am I doubting myself on how I spell things? Stop doubting my word choice and everything I say are right. Thank you for a guide. I was not expecting that so readily. Ooh, here's something I ought to do. Let's delete that connection and reattach that. That makes it thinner, but there we go. Players reattach to 6th Street. When maybe don't attach it to them. Give me 1 second to delete that. So, I'm thinking that obviously the job is going to stay the job, and the bomb is going to stay the bomb. Just how violent do the bozos plan on being is something that I'm sitting here thinking about. Because... let's save. I almost forgot to save. Pro tip. To all writers currently also writing, remember to save. If you have autosaves, cool. Please, keep saving, man. Oh, man. It's rough when you forget to save. So... man, Arkenford's really taking his time. Well... the package can be disarmed with a basic tech DV '16. Security Tech DV 14. Let's make that a 17. You know damn well someone's gonna be like, I have enough basic tech, or someone's gonna be like, maybe security tech will be good, and you want to reward good thinking. Always reward good thinking when possible. Matter of fact, the biggest goal is to reward players, and the punishments will come, because they're kind of inevitable at times. No, Boba Fett, hold your gun. New node. What package? Yeah, we'll then reattach it to this. When the players call sixth on I think it should be connected to this one because, um, um, maybe we'll disconnect that actually because, um, maybe not connect. We can always make another node that's separate because I'm gonna keep the bozos over here because I'm gonna add another like mission detail real quick of depending on how many people get hit with the toxin, they're gonna just jump out and attack, I think, depending on how many people get hit. I'd say make it about half of a third of the people. This will be a DM note. Spring the sprung. Spring the Don't forget the P. We'll call this one Spring the Sprung. We'll color it purple for DM notes. when the bomb slash bomb goes off and let's zoom in to read. When the package slash bomb goes off, the bozos will be watching. If 1/3 of the POPLE get hit with the blast, or the fighting doesn't start within a minute. That's not how you spell minute. I am struggling. Screw it, that's enough. Within? Alright. My typing is struggling. I think oh, wait, no, I'm still personed up. Never mind, it doesn't matter. Within a minute, they will start the fight themselves. Wouldn't want the fun to stop just yet. We'll want another, hold on, let's connect that. And we'll connect that. And we'll put one more DM note. Fight chance. Color, purple. Text. Depending on how honest the players are about the bomb or concern of the package, the gangers might not begin fighting immediately. It's not 100% correct, but, you know, screw it. How do you spell immediately? Diatelli. Diatelli. If about a third of the people get hit with a blast, so the fighting doesn't start within a minute or so. Connect to the bomb. Purple. I'd say it's not 100% complete, but this is a start. At least I think it looks nice. I hope it looks nice. Hmm. Don't need Discord up right now. Arkenforge is still not downloading its pack, so we're going to pin to taskbar and close. Oh, okay. Pardon the waiting. Trying to run this so it will actually update. Because I would like to show you all what making a map looks like. It's very fun. Well, to me, it's at least relaxing and it's really cool. There's sometimes a lot that goes into it. Don't show. Sci-Fi Essentials. There we go. Alright. So yeah, now we have our current map of the fixer gives the players a job. The players go to deliver it to 6th Street. 6th Street doesn't know what their package they're getting is. The package is actually a bomb delivered by the bozos. Um, the players can open the package to see what it is, and they can also talk to 6th Street about um the package contents and potentially even form an alliance and, well, one, potentially get a new job of, hey, we gave you information and saved your ass. Money, please. Also, a helping hand in fighting the bozos. And so it's a very straightforward. Here's the job, here's the problems. If you do certain things, you can, make friends, or even worse, enemies. And, gosh. And I'm guessing that if you pay the fixer a bit of money back, we'll also write something like that in a bit. But if you pay the fixer back, he'll be like, "Sure, I'll tell you the client who the clients are." And if you feeling absolutely saucy about it, you could be like, "Well, maybe they will come back and pay us if they know that we're gonna be insane." Because if you want to play a cyber psycho and be like, "Screw it," throw caution to the wind, say, "No, no, get up, round it up. We didn't actually check it. You might want to like double check." And they all get toxined, and then you all auto fire and kill them all. The bozos will be like, "Hey, yo, um, something like that." There's a lot of different variation you can do with RPGs because hell, you could make anything happen, truth be told. Like 2077, love the game. I might play it in a minute because some more stuff came from um Phantom Liberty. Uh got a text slash mission from Songbird, and I have not seen it yet because I wanted to show you all. Uh, but yeah, I'll probably do that as like a stress test for my poor little PC, who's already running at 75. Maybe, maybe not. We'll think about it. I need to talk with my voice and not my like my mouth and not just my teeth. Good gravy. Anyway, yeah, I started talking like up here and all this. It's so natural when I'm nervous and I'm trying to project my voice and like focus on things. I tend to put my focus forward when I'm hyperfixated, whether it's on talking or on writing or sleeping and relaxing. I can feel things kind of forward. It's a weird sensation, and it's mostly a mental thing of like essentially just operating my brain funky. Weird things to say, I know, but it's true. But yeah, Bozo Blast Party. With just a few notes, we now have a one-shot. Any DMs listening, if you want to run this, be my guest. Tell them about the streamer you found. That is apparently good at writing stories. It's not the most in-depth thing, but if you have players that like talking for a long time like mine do, no matter what players they are, it could be my D&D friends, it could be my playtest friends, it could be I have a lot of friends that they hear these games and they're like, "Why am I showing you this?" they they see these games and they're like, "We're going to get into it." And they talk a long time. Oh man, some of the pre-planning stuff, some of the like character interaction stuff, they have all have their own focus, but they all can make a 30-minute game take 4 hours. This could be a 5-minute game. It will take at least an hour and a half to 2 hours. It is a smaller one-shot, and certainly not as involved as my Militech heist. Gosh, that one, oh. That one ran for like 6 hours. Oh my gosh! Yeah, it actually ran for 6 hours when I ran it. I ran it in Tailspire. Hey, Anzi, how you doing? Uh, how long you been here? Cause we just finished up with writing up a new one-shot. I've been downloading Arkenforge again so I could make maps again. Uh, thank you. Just got here? Awesome. Yeah, I'm not sure what to call this one publicly, like for players, but I think it would be really fun. Hell, a lot of one-shots that I write could be integrated into campaigns. So no, nothing in chat, just eggs. Man, everyone's showing up now. I'm an hour. Man, y'all are gonna have to go watch the VOD, because I just spent an hour writing an entire one-shot, and now all of you are here. What is with this luck?
I can't talk right now.
Alrighty.
I'm making piss.
Fine, I'll go drink. Dear God. Enjoy the music. There we go. This has been real screwy recently. It's really weird. It might be for the fact... Is it touching any of the... Like... It's not. I don't know, man. Thanks. Alright, raise a hands who wants to hear about the new one-shot, because now you're all here. Alright. Oh. Alright, we got one... No eggs. Cool. Alright, you know what, Teddy? I got you. So. One second, please. Alright. Now it's back to the volume that I was going to have for everything. Alright, so. I have reinstalled my... I've re-downloaded my note app and, like, mind mapping, and I've re-downloaded my map making app, so hopefully now I can get back to whole cyberpunking. This one is currently called Bozo Blast Party. And it's a very streamlined, very simple one-shot. Oh, I'm very excited to recap it. It's a one-shot. I'm not even sure I'm going to put it in the campaign, because if I do, it's going to be a little bit different, because my players are a bit different, as I mentioned earlier. This one is very, very simple. My last two one-shots were very, corp, got an angle on the corpse. What do you think? What do I mean? As I mentioned earlier, like, all my one-shots, we can get through a whole thing and, like, It's a fast-paced game. It's like you get through stuff, you play the game, and like you cyberpunks. But like the most punk person in here is very, you know, riots. And everyone's depressed or insane. And they have a humanity of at least 7. So, it's different. So, in this one shot, instead of getting an angle on the corpse, like the first one with Militak and the second one with Arasaka, this one is very gang-oriented. So, starts off that the fixer, gives the players a job. It's like, hey, I need you to deliver to a dangerous client. You get $350 each, and you shouldn't have any problems. And the players can get the phone number of the gangers that they're supposed to deliver to. You cyberpunks. And the players can just deliver to them, not letting them know they show up, or letting them know that, like, hey, we're on our way. And it's like, on your way with what? The gangers don't know that they're being delivered to. Because the bozos are actually delivering a toxin bomb to them for a prank. And, yeah. The supposed, like, package of cocaine is actually, like, the strongest toxin in the game. And, they're just going to do it for a fun prank. And, you can disarm it and find out what it is. You can either deliver it and demand higher pay, or if your players are wanting to play a bunch of cyber psychos, they could be like, okay. Be like, no, double check it. I think like you want to really like I don't know who's delivering it, but like you might want to double check what it really is. Get them all in, like have all the gangers huddle up and then blow them the hell up and then auto fire them to death. Like have the because the bozos are actually going to be watching when this happens and like recording because they're fucking psychos. And you can either pay the fixer to tell you who the client actually is. You can just tell 6th Street, hey, this is what's up. You can do all... The players can essentially do all sorts of different things of, like, tell people what's going on, and if, or kill people, or if one of your players happens to be a lawman, they can just be like, listen, we're not supposed to deliver drugs, but now we're delivering a bomb. We gotta find out who the client is. Gosh, imagine just a rogue cop, but he got into the worst job available. Oh, man. So it's very simple. If your players were not interested in role-playing, this would probably be potentially a 30-minute game. Nothing else. That means with player interaction and role-playing and combat, it should last about 2 to 3 hours. Exec? Oh, an exec? See, the thing I'm realizing about execs is they aren't CEOs. They're just, like, executives. And they are very much more able to be involved with the happenings around them. The executive we had was a bit higher up in the ranks than we were originally intending them to be in our first one shot, so, you know. Um, yeah. And that's the one shot. I'm actually hoping to make a map for this and be like, here's like an entire game you can run. Alright, CPU staying at 50. Awesome. Now, the question is, what kind of meeting place would they have? I would suspect it to either be a backyard of like a gang's like house storehouse, or like an empty garage-esque warehouse, because it's a gang. They're just gonna hang out in a place, whether they own it or not, and they can just use whatever and repurpose it for whatever. So you could run it either way, get whatever map you want, fill it with your thing, fill it with your people and tokens, and off you go. I've actually got my maps re-downloaded. Documents. No, it's over here somewhere. Take the toxin and lob it to the nearest Arasaka headquarters. Honestly, I mean, you wouldn't get paid, but you could totally do that. Honestly, like, suddenly start fighting corporate security instead, and the bozos at 6th Street are just sitting there, like, going about their days. Bozos are just like, where are they? They were supposed to be here an hour ago. And 6th Street just like, you think the boss is finally gonna marry that chick? No. And the runners are out just storming Saka Tower. I don't think Arasaka Tower exists in 2045 because of the bomb and the lack of Arasaka, like, public presence, because they're there, but they're not publicly involved. What's that honking green cloud in the distance? Are you talking about right here? Oh, the honking green cloud in the distance. Never mind. I don't know why it took me so long. I thought you were talking about my lights. Yeah, I don't have my soundboard fixed up yet. Hey, it's Abu. How you doing? Gosh. Gosh, could you imagine walking up to Arasaka, bombing them with toxins, and some schmuck has to, like, respond to their higher-ups, and just, like, boss, there's a bunch of, like, edge runners out there with, like, a bomb, making weird sounds. We don't know who they are and why they're here or what they're doing. Like, should we call Smasher? What's happening? Oh, that would be amazing. Like, actively wonderful. Gosh. Alrighty, looks like our map maker is updated and all ready to go. Who wants to make a map for this bozo one-shot? Dudes at Smasher. Gosh. That would be fucking hilarious. I don't have a proper soundboard up, but just... just walking up to Smasher, doing that, I think he would kill you and finally feel confusion. There we are. Let's see. Let me launch my map maker, fix up my settings. Wanna be the reason Smasher is 96 metal instead of 80. that. Those are goals right there. Well, things are a bit wonky right now. So, yeah. Gosh. I did not mean to start that. I was hoping to move over here. This directory no longer exists. Alright, I fucked up something during installation and I gotta close this. Uninstall. Yes, okay. Arkenforge toolkit. Unloading. Installing. Extracted. Installed. Okay. Patching files. We should all just join the bozos. Your characters, yours specifically, campaign-wise, I was about to say none of you, and then I remember there's a certain someone that might. I'm not gonna think too hard about that. Not, looks at media. I'm glad you understand. Gosh. Just like, I can understand more because they don't put morals in front of their search for freedom. It's just like, hey, media, what? How's everyone doing? Aside from overly tired, uh, you streamers doing okay? You know what? Everyone talk to each other. This is updating, and, I need a quick break. So, see you in a bit. Oh my gosh, that's so not okay. Remember the like, sci-fi words? It's just so bad. I'll be back in a minute. Every time, I swear. Alright. Oh my gosh. Big honkers, you... Okay.
I can't talk right now. I'm making
so
piss.
Loud right now. Fuck. Alright, let's see if Arkenforge works this time. I think the dyslexia font would probably be better if my monitor was better. Alright. That's fine. Alright, it looks like we've got ourselves a map maker all ready to go. So I'm thinking that I already have a, what's it called? I already have a warehouse map. So I want to try making a new, like, Santo Domingo, like, home. And I want to make one that's real good. Put a dog in it. Looks at a house. Hey, yo, he got that dog in him. That's so dumb, but sure. You know what? We'll put that dog in him. Those aren't part of that. Those aren't part of this, Two dogs for Foo? You know what? I feel like I'm losing my mind, so I'm just going to bring up the next album. Map building, assets, Arkenforge, Cyberpunk. Perfect. I really wish I had a second monitor to just look at chat. I have a second computer. Give me a second, y'all. I just realized I can watch chat from over here. I decided not to bring it up on this one because I couldn't do anything like mod related, but just watching chat is probably a good idea, you know? Sorry for the motion sickness, y'all. And with that, we're back in biz. There we go. Oh, I didn't like my hotkeys when I was in this for some reason. But here we are. Arkenforge. Let's see. Settings, accessibility, display, full screen, windowed. Hey, windowed! We like windows. There we go, and bam. Uh-huh, okay. Now, we're gonna make a house. Ow. Santo Domingo. We gotta figure out where on the map it is. File not found, of course. Well, we'll worry about that later. I know where it is. I was gonna show everyone else, but you know what? Screw it. Alright. So I think this one will probably use a lot more post-apocalyptic textures and objects than most of my other projects. Because I tend to just go with Cyberpunk and, like, make LEDs and freaking neon and metal and all that stuff, but, you know. It scared the shit out of me. You know, I forget I'm, like, I don't forget that I'm streaming, but sometimes I forget the things that I set up for streaming. You know? Hey, Warp. 2 or 1? 2. Sweet embrace. Oh. Not drinking. I needed water anyway. What the fuck? How many? Ah, I see. Understandable. Beauty, I know, will never fade away. What should it do me? I know what you had to say, but a thing of beauty never fade away. Dirt and grass. There's grass on dirt, baby. Let's go. Alright. Let's... Terrain layer. We need this to be a big map. More egg. Alright. A doorway is about... Technically, most doors are a lot thinner than 6 feet, but most of them become 6 because of that. And then living rooms aren't actually that big. We'll figure it out as we go. Had a single landmine in the warehouse. I think it's a storehouse, but it's not a warehouse. I was actually gonna make a house for these 6th Street gangers. I'm gonna go with lines, thin walls, dirt wall, or dirt horse, wooden wall, metal wall, 8. Steel plate, mechanical hexagon, dark brick wall. There we go. Duct tape it to the back of one of the doors so that if it gets thrown open, it just explodes. I feel like I'm going to have traps that aren't going to be as strange. Because, like, I feel like they could probably find a tech to rig, like, if the door's not secured, like, with a certain key card on a piece of the door, or, like, if the deadbolt is not locked, which actually is not a deadbolt, it's just, like, a connection to the bomb, then it would be that. But, nah. Alright, brick wall. Ugh, green brick. Ew. Let's fix that. Flat color, incorrect. Customize color. Oh my gosh, get off of my mouse. Alright, reddish, orangish, maximum centric. Let's zoom in more. Eight, lower saturation, 252, brightness can stay at 50. There we go. An actual brick wall. I think I'm gonna have to change this up because in Cali the grass would be much more dead. So if we do that, saturation lowered, or actually increased and then bright. No. I think 36 saturation 45. There we go. I think that looks like cyberpunk grass. Now here comes the best part. I use the eyedropper and I can just make a new wall. Alright, back door's gonna be back there. Front door's gonna be right there. One thing I've realized more and more often is people like being on the outside of a building, so give them more room to run around. Because you know. Otherwise, we'll just have to imagine the outside and tell them what it looks like. Give the building a security guard with an iron deficiency that will pass out if they move too much in a span of a turn. So what, they have a maximum move, but if they use all that move, they go unconscious? Punk on grass! Grass on punk. I'll cheers to that. Hold on. I need to turn this one up. A Like Supreme is such a good song. But yeah, Grass on Punk. I I love that so much. What's my thing running? 52 still. Awesome. Alrighty. So we want to be able to go inside the building in this one. I just realized you probably can hear it better than I can. Um, Alrighty. There we go. That should have fixed everything. When can we seduce a dragon? I don't know, Cineva. When are you gonna get to the bottom of a net architecture with a dragon in it? Give them all cyber shovels and tell them how to burrow underneath like mole people. And also, hell yeah. Cyber shovels? It's just shovels. I mean, there's probably there's probably like chrome digging tools, shovels with LEDs built in, very not stealthy. Have them be like pneumatic or something, so they go to dig in faster. So all you have to do is it doesn't have to be stealthy if it's fast. Pop-up shovel cyber. See, now you're catching on. Pop-up shovel cyberware that lights up on both arms. What is the velocity of an unladen Sokka executive plummeting to their tomb? 32 feet per second squared until terminal velocity. Not... The 2 is part of the squared, remember. Also 32 feet per second. Also, that implies that any Sokka employee ever gets laid. Alright, we want this to be darker, less saturation, no different hue. We want that to be 50. Can I pet the Cyber Dragon? Again, bottom of the net architecture. We gotta get to that point first. Gosh, I swear if you get a net architecture, put a dragon in there, and then put a virus in that allows you to interact with the black ice as if it had a, like, programmable attitude. You know what? DV, like, 23 in, like, a month's worth of work to be able to do that? I fully support that. Can I make mortal enemies with the Cyber Dragon without ever coming into contact with it? Well, you're playing Veto, of course. Hold on, let me allow that. Quentin Asker gets thrown into the doom as... Quentin Asker gets thrown into their doom as well. Anzi, I don't know what you're asking. Yay! Yeah, dude, you're playing Vito. Vito's like public enemy number one. Bro, Quentin. I can imagine it. I'm not named, but I can imagine it. The answer is no. Let's put saturation. Saturation down, brightness up a bit. Hue right where it's supposed to be. Map. We're going to eyedropper. We'll probably put a different wall inside. Rip walls, probably. Bro, Ripple Quentin's out there. Can I bone a lich? Can I debone? Autocorrect. Debone boning I. Boning a lich. Again, I'd give that like a DV 18 and like 20 net actions to making it non-hostile and then bonable. Yeah. Deboning. Bro, I don't know. What if the lich ain't got bones already? Well, then what are you gonna do? Then you'll have to. Then you won't even be able to rebone it. You will just have to bone it. Ever think about that before? What is this? What is this stream? Grip wall. Oh, I forgot to. Are boneless liches even liches or just ghosts with saws? Give him bones to remove. What if that's my little lich? Can I make them bone? Lich tenders. Lich tenders. Gosh, a bone. I'm sorry, Anzi. I'm sorry. I mean, now is the time, but oh my gosh.
And his name is John C.
My brain turned off. I hope you know. I'm trying to think, and it's not working. Gosh, I'll make a basement later. I need a moment. My brain turned off at all those sounds. I... I don't know. You would have to rig a lich to give it double bones, or else it wouldn't have bones to begin with and would be a flat lich. Pet chicken should be at the top of that list. Can you treat them like Lego sets and add extra pieces? I mean, depends what we're talking about, like Blender and like making a riggable lich, or are we talking cyber, like black ice lich? Because one is yes, the other is I have no idea. Textures, linoleum. Good old classic shit-ass shit-ass kitchen floor. Alright, gonna give them a backyard deck about yay big. Gonna go back to textures, gonna get the wood. They focused on their backyard. Backyard? The backyard. Terrain layer, please. We need your opinion on a double bone lich daddy. Oh, double bone lich daddy. One of these. I hope you know that I am, whether this is, I am so glad that today's the day I realize that I'm not just the crazy person of the group. Lich in the tit. Hey, you know what they talk about? The lich with the tit. Gosh. A new Dr. Seuss novel for it. Lich in this. If that becomes, oh gosh, Anzi, one of us could write that. Hell, both of us could write it and just show each other, the variations we came up with. Hold on, I need blued. Dark, a blue right there, saturation. Blue, lighter, because people like white decks. Then I'm gonna have to get a fence and make it white. One lich, two rich, lead lich, tit lich. Red lich, bed lich. That one was terrible. I can't live with you all knowing that I just said red lich, bed lich. I'm sorry. Gosh. Fences, actual fence. What just disconnected? Is my audio still working? Hello? Yes, my audio. I don't know how bangable an imp is. Who kept his own head in a bucket? Now I'm missing my samurai song, man. Just... Yeah, I noticed. I noticed the audio's working. Also... Wait. Did you make a new account? If you made a new account, why didn't I get a follow thing? Well then. Problems to find out later. Alright. I don't think I need to fix that. Cool. Found out. I had a second I completely forgot about. Oh. Oh yeah, you're 220 and that was 1011. Well, thanks. That's a question, I guess. I mean, if you're into tentacles, then, well. Again, as long as you pass a DV 17 or something and spend, like, 20 net actions to make them non-hostile and to be able to interact with them, go ahead. Don't make me get the spray bottle. Swedish national anthem. Don't make me get my Sweden bottle. Alright. Let's get a new... A new something, you know? New songs. We got this.
I can't talk right now. I'm making piss.
Okay. I will. Gosh, hour number 1. Here's a story, everyone. Hour number 1. It's just cascading chaos. Gosh, whatever this next session... Gosh. I think... There we go. Is it just me, or... Okay, no, it's just that one is messed up. Weird. Okay, cool. Assets, objects, stairs. This is a very horny song. Alrighty. Let's see, color, saturation lower, brightness up. Uni's brain dances when you got bangable cyber dragon liches and krakens. That would actually be an amazing brain dance. To, like, see what a netrunner sees when they go and bang black ice. It sounds so weird when I say it out loud, you crazy people. Here's the screen. Here's what I've been working on. Deck's got stairs now. Dear God. Assets. Eyedropper. This one. What is this? Move to top and move to top. Don't fuck the yellow ice. Gosh, could you imagine programming yellow ice? It's not actually a deterrent, it's just annoying. Do you think Fu would only do missionary? We got black ice. Now for yellow ice. The one where if you get attacked and hit by it, it infects your OS until you go to a Ripper dock to get it cleared out. And it constantly plays the most annoying song. It only plays pun shit. It's just Fu's a pillow princess. Alright, I gotta give him a front yard more. Actually, I can do more than that. I can do that. Open by 2, open by 2, open by 2. That's larger. There's more space for running around. And then I can also put a fence on the last one where they actually have a yard. 2 attack rooms. That's in Roll20. This is map making. I try not to add those kinds of things, because, what I really want to do, just for our game, is actually take the assets of the, vehicles, like these, and, like, export them, and then put them into, Roll20 so that we can use them. Because I think it'd be cool to, like, have a car like that, or like that. Or that one. Some of these are obscenely large. I mean, his son is, so, like... Gosh, I just called Yorinobu a pillow princess. There are some things that are being discussed today. Of course. Yep, this is chat today. Alrighty, I need to click save, new map. This is going to be, Westbrook is a lot of city stuff. This is going to be Santo Domingo House. Change positions with a glorified TV remote. How big is the giant? It is a program. Most of these things are just representations of the code laid within. And truth be told, it could be a giant, aka twice as tall as a human. It could be a giant 4 to 5 times as tall as a human. I don't know. There is a book. Hold on a minute. You know what? Just for you. A giant. A massive pair of feet and ankles towering above the enemy netrunner. Um, Giant comes with a size slider. God, that poor person. Hello, darkness, my old friend Sabur wants the dick again. Or runner tinge. Weenage. So yeah, a giant icon, a massive pair of feet and ankles towering above the enemy netrunner. So I don't know if you want to ask about boning the giant, unless you're into that, but you know what? Fubar might be. Lace probably doesn't give a fucking wood, but I I hate the thought of that. I'm going to continue map building. Oh my gosh. Customize color, hue. Warp at. Thank you for being a good mod, but it's just wild to see your mod has added permitted turn boned. It is the wildest thing. Oh my gosh. You know Lace has boned all the black eyes he could get. Yeah. Gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh right, this is far above normal car size. It is 2 wide, supposed to be 4 long. There we go, now it's car sized. Bonage engaged. Good gravy. Oh. Son of a, do you want to be a mod or a VIP to get more eggs? I asked which one, because you can only get one. Can I get an increased egg budget? Again, I don't think so. Because if I remember correctly, you could only make someone a mod or a VIP. I'll take what I can get. I'll worry about it later then, we'll talk. Can't censor the Bonalicious Bone Daddy's bonage any longer. Gosh. glad I set vulgar language as a requirement on this channel. It's the only one. Then let's fucking use it. Oh, okay. Map building. Assets. Fences. Q Minecraft skeleton damage. I got a big property. Yeah. You get horny in cyberspace. Do you get horny for real? Cyberection? I mean, that would imply that once you jack out, that you would not be horny. Meaning that it had to have been something that was, you know, a temporary mental, like, effect during net running. But so much of it affects your physical self, I don't think so. So I think you do have that in like stuff in cyberspace. It's not the game, you not for real. Exactly. Gosh, call it sacking. That's terrible. Alright. Let's put grill. Grip wall. Damn, we ain't got grills. Hacker voice. I'm in malicious sexting. I need to figure out what that looks like. Gosh. Windows. Rounded steel base windows, mechanical base, rectangle. Let's look under post-apocalyptic and see what kind of windows we got. Rounded wooden base window frame. Nice. Let's put another one there. And there. There. And there. Tasteful news with harmful intent. Just trying to give each other's SSNs. Social security network? That doesn't sound right. Super sexual nonsenses? Can you have a nap while jacked in? Good question. You EP in the system, you EP for real. I mean, I don't see why not. Lace would have made the first daddy wear. Oh, 100% he would. That's a horrible thought, but yes, you are 100% correct. Gosh. Hey yo, bro, I heard you got that new chrome. Oh, you would guess right. Hands them the biggest metal dildo ever. Is that a speedwear or a linear frame for the Schmied only? I would guess that it would be linear frame adjacent dickwear, but I don't think... I think he would probably have to make something more net related, and it would have to be like, instead of a sword or a shield, he would make like a whip and a mask. Um, and they do different damages. Gosh. What would Handcuff's Daddyware program look like while net running? Not like just look like, but like, what would it do? Because I think it would potentially lower the speed of black ice, and it would be a very good, like, support, program. I just look back, warp, what the hell? Program blue balls. Gosh. Let's see. Seating. Excuse me. Seating, come on. Old sofa. I bet he got a program that adds dicks on the black eyes. Locks you on the current floor for being a bad boy, girl, unless you use the safe word if detect. Gosh, so it's just an automatic anti-netrunner password program? That would be some hefty fucking, like... That would be amazing. Gosh, it just adds... Gosh, it's like just a client-side mod. Just like, yeah. Oh man, just the auto password, just like guess the safe word is the best thing. And you are not forced to, you are forced to learn the safe word, and it's always randomized between a list of like 700 words. Gosh. Alright. Let's see. Decor? No, it would under computing and screens, TV. Let's give them a good old red TV. Let's give it a wide screen. Big TV in this future world. Alright. 2.5 hours in. Yeah, I think we can keep going a little bit longer. I think this would actually have to be a lot wider, and then I'd have to like I would want to copy and paste this, but make it more blank so you couldn't go in, and like take off the decks because I want it to be different, because I think the bozos would probably be like watching from over here or something, because you would like go up here or back here to like do the deal, and they're out hiding somewhere, and that would be the map. I'm gonna enlarge that, save it, and say, for now, we've got a good map. That is the wrong button. Okay. Thank you, Audacity. Counter program, cock pummel. Instead of shield, it's chastity belt. Bozos do tend to go for the back door. And you shag the AIs behind the black wall. That one, I will put a hard no. No, you can't. Like... they're all absorbing, all destroying terror AIs. Like, no. I don't think you could. Even if you wanted to, even if you tried. That sounds... Bart Moss wants to know your location. Just a tiny shag. Oh. Oh my gosh. I don't know. Oh yeah, absolutely lace goals. Man. It probably is. Don't worry about it too much right now, cause we're getting done. That's better. Alrighty, cool. That's better, and now we are going to go and end the stream and raid someone. And I know just who. He's playing Dragon's Dogma 2. It is one of my influences for being more cyberpunk involved. Gamer Goblin Gary. He's a cool guy. He's been playing a lot of Souls-like and stuff recently. He's a cool musician too. Give him some lovin'. I'm gonna go make food and play games and think about exercising. Remember to love yourself, y'all. Thank y'all lurkers and whatnot, and, Ubar is a cyber furry confirmed. What does that have to do with Lace? You know what? Never mind. Have a good day, night, whatever time it is, and I'll catch y'all next week. Or sooner, because screw it. Schedules are weird anyway. See ya.